Right, whenever you're ready.
Chiedu, thanks for joining us. So, you 27, is that right?
26, man.
26, rapper,
Yeah.
sports tutor as well.
Yeah, that's me, man.
What inspired you to start spitting?
To start spitting bars, you know what, like I used to do it ages ago, and I didn't really take it seriously. Like we're talking like 2005, 2006, and I didn't really take it seriously. The only time I really took it seriously is when I came back from uni in 2010. So when I came back from Lincoln, that's when I started taking it seriously. As for inspiration, I don't know, just like probably other artists maybe inspiring me to do it. Do you know what I mean? Listening to music and stuff, and I liked rap, so I thought, yeah, why not give it a go?
And is it like, did you sort of have a eureka moment as a kid, if you like, or it's just like,
That's what I want to do.
I want to express myself in.
I've always been an expressive kid. Like anyone who knows me around the city will know that I was always like expressing myself probably in the wrong ways, to be honest with you. But as for like having a precise moment, my mate was the one who got me into it, a kid called Crafty, Danny Craft. He's in Australia now, and he's the one who just put the confidence in me to do it. And I saw him doing it, and he was killing it, to be fair. Like, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do it as well. So yeah.
And tell us about this work rate you speak of. It's obviously the name of your EP.
Yeah, I released an EP in 2013 called Work Rate, and all it was just, I just thought to myself, do you know what, like, just like in anything, work rate can apply to everything. Whatever you do, if you're a bricklayer, scaffolder, everyone knows you've got to work hard to get anything in life. So I just thought it was a good theme for the CD. It was where I was going. It's when I released that CD, I definitely knew that I wanted to be a rapper. Like, I wanted to do this properly. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, I've got to put in the work.
And Hull's quite a band-centric place at the moment. It's a lot of bands that sort of get the attention, if you like. I don't know if you would agree with that. And your genre is much more underground than sort of the band music that's constantly parading in front of us. Do you sort of see that as a struggle whilst trying to?
Oh, it's 100% a struggle. It's not even like it's not even like the band scene's just popular now. I think it's always been a popular thing in Hull. There haven't really been that many people coming from any other genre. Well, yeah, obviously different genres. Like, obviously I know there's rock, punk, like obviously like blues and stuff like that. But obviously band music, like, that's always been the popular sort of stuff in Hull. Would I say it's a struggle from another genre? I would definitely say it is. I'd say, like, they get more attention. I'd say they get more chances to play gigs. But is that Hull's fault? Yeah, but it's up for other people, the powers above, to change that, I suppose. I'm one of them people. Like, I'm working my ass off out here to try and make that change. I mean, I do get booked quite a lot for gigs, but other hip hop artists don't. Whose fault is that? I'd say it's a little bit of the artist's fault. Well, most of the artist's fault, because they need to put their music out there. But then I think the promoters need to also, like, back the hip hop artists, like, sort of like give us a chance. Basically, give us a chance. That's what we need. But obviously, I don't know if they're confident that we can fill venues and stuff. But we're not ever going to be able to get an opportunity if we're not approached.
Is there anything that you're doing to kind of proactively combat this at the moment?
Definitely. Like, I would say if you mentioned a rapper in Hull, not being big-headed or blowing my own trumpet, to most people they would say Chiedu Oraka.
Chiedu Oraka.
Chiedu Oraka speaking, definitely, yeah. Man. Like, they would say me, or maybe a 90s boy, or Red Eye, but I reckon they would say me. And anyone who's been to my shows will know that I can put on a good show. I can rock a show as good as a band. And that ain't even me being big-headed. Umber Street Sesh proved that. So, do you know what I mean? I just think, just try and have a bit more confidence in rappers, because we have got talent. Red Eye's good. The Northern Dons, Do you know what I mean? Like there's Prez. I know Prez is like doing his solo stuff now. There is some talent and there is artists in the city.
When did you move up a level? So when did you take it from just spitting and sort of writing your own music to actually producing your first record, and who helped you with the production of that first record?
You know what, that's a good question. Like I say, I released the mixtape as well just before Oraka called Not Your Average Spitting, and that was rapping on other people's beats, like commercially American beats, what other rappers had already done, beats that I'd liked, and I just did my own little twist on it. And I'd say it went up a notch probably when I met Stu Baxter actually. Like I met him through there was a media channel called Young Beats.
Yeah, I've seen that on some of your videos.
Yeah, like they was quite prominent in. To be fair, they was quite prominent in the come up of me. To be fair, like I did a lot of freestyle videos with them, a few sessions with them, and the fan base was growing then. And then like Arachai, the guy who was the main man of Young Beats, he introduced me to Stu. And when I had a meeting with Stu, like Stu basically produced work for it. Like he made most of the beats on there. I think he made 5 of the beats on there on the EP. And basically me and Stu used to just go into the Warren and just speak and basically make tracks there and then. We used to just have a session. He used to build the track, and I already had the lyrics. He used to just build the track around my lyrics. So I'd say that format made me become a proper artist. I think not even just a rapper, just like an artist. You know what I mean? Because I don't just look at myself as a rapper. I look at myself as an artist. Well, first of all, I am a rapper, but I am an artist as well. And I think it proves that again if you just listen to my tracks.
Yeah, I think any form of expression, whether that's kind of painting, filmmaking, singing, it's all from the soul, isn't it? It's all an expression of the soul. And you've done a bit of work with the Bud Sugar Boys as well, haven't you?
Yeah. Got a lot of time for them. Talented bunch of lads.
And I seen recently you posted that you were doing a abstract reality video shoot. Can you tell us a bit more
I've got
about
a group. Like there's me, a kid called DZ, who's a producer, and a kid called Joey. And basically we formed a group, because I used to be in a group called Lockdown, it was called.
Right.
Me and a kid called Crafty. Crafty's the kid who got me to start rapping.
Well, that's what it said, Lockdown, abstract reality video shoot. I was wondering whether Lockdown was the name of the track. That's
no, Lockdown's the group, and abstract reality is the name of the track.
Right.
So yeah, so me and Crafty was in Lockdown. That changed because he went to Australia, obviously, he's living out there now. So obviously I was just doing it on my own. I get on with Danville, DZ a lot, and he makes good beats. So it made sense that me and him got together. And then Joey, he makes good beats as well. So we just thought we'd just start a collective. And obviously I've already got the name Lockdown, so we called it that.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of catchy beats in the back of a lot of your tracks. I've been getting into Loudest, Brokest.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
I can really relate to a lot of the lyrics in your tracks being from Hull. You must get a lot of inspiration from the streets and what you see around you, because kind of, let's be honest, living in Hull is quite a daily struggle, you know.
Yeah, man, like everything in my lyrics is from Hull. Do you know what I mean? It's a frustrating thing when you hear Hull rappers talking about things that don't happen in Hull, talking in an accent that is not a Hull accent.
That's another thing that was really impressive. Like I first listened to your music, and it did take me like 1 or 2 tracks to get used to just like the northern sound, and it really is like somebody's just communicating to you personally in your own language. That's what really came across.
That's what I want to get. That I want the Hull people, because obviously I'm from Hull, born and bred. Do you know what I mean? I'm a North Hull lad, so like born and bred on North Hull estate. Like that's all I know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I left for 3 years to go uni, but living in Hull is all I know. Anyone rapping about anything else is an embarrassment, to be fair. And basically, that's the message I want to get across in my lyrics. I want people like you and the next man to be able to relate to it. Just a northern voice. Do you know what I mean? Because in the rap scene as a whole in the UK, there's not really that many northern MCs really doing anything, do you know what I mean? And I want to be flying that flag. It's a scene dominated by the south, obviously, London and Midlands as well. So
You've played this year Humber Street Sesh, you played the Cosmos stage, I think it was.
Yeah.
And Freedom Fest, you played on the Bridge stage.
Yeah.
Obviously those are two big nights in Hull that are both growing in notoriety. How did both experiences compare?
Humber Street Sesh was miles better. I'll say that outright. No disrespect to Freedom Fest because it was a great platform, and big up Stu for giving me the platform, and big up like the Bridge stage for letting me perform on there. Like, it was a good vibe, it was a nice time as well, but Humber Street Sesh was just phenomenal. Like, big up Mark Page for even being able to set up an environment like that, because it was crazy, honestly. That's definitely the highlight, my highlight so far of my rap career that day. It was phenomenal.
It feels like the real McCoy when you're at Humber Street Sesh. It definitely feels, it's got a presence. It feels like it's got a long way to come in terms of like Leeds or Reading Festival, obviously. But it really feels like the real deal. Obviously they were charging for it this year. Everybody had the wristbands. It's well organised, a big variety of acts. I think it
was just phenomenal. I can't even.
Was that your favourite live performances
this year and as a rapper? I'm gonna say definitely. Yeah, definitely. It was quality.
Well, other than those two key gigs, then I mean, what else has been going on for you at the moment? You're filming a music video. What are you got to tell us about, like?
Oh, just expect new music videos, and music. I might have a couple of complications with a couple of videographers, but obviously I'm not going to speak about that now. But there would have been more videos. That's what I'm trying to say. You would have seen more. Like, I think I think I've done a lot of videos this year, compared to other people. But there would have been more. My plan was to try and do a video once a month. Bring out a video once a month. Obviously that happened. I've had a couple of complications, but just expect new music.
And is there an album on the horizon?
You know what, like, I want to say something, but then I don't, because in case I don't do it, but I don't care anyway. I'll just say it. I want to try and do 2 CDs next year, 2 EPs, or 1 mixtape, 1 EP, or 1 over 2. It's going to be a tough ask, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and do it, and just more videos. Like, for me, I just want to try and get a name out of Hull. That is the main thing for me. I need to start gigging out of Hull. I need to start getting music videos out of Hull. I've had a few like hiccups in regards to like media channels, like quite big media channels as well, like Birmingham media channels, sort of like agreeing to do stuff with me and then letting me down last minute, do you know what I mean? So there has been some frustrating times this year, I can't lie, but do you know what I mean? God loves a try, so I'm just going to keep on trying.
Yeah, have you found them frustrations more commonplace, kind of becoming more of a solo musician?
You know what it is, I think with rap and the hip hop game in the UK, I think you've got to have a name. That's my personal opinion. I think you've got to have a name. I think a lot of these big artists, or these artists that are up and coming, they get special treatment. That's my personal opinion. Maybe these media channels will say, oh, you've got to put in more work, but I am putting in the work, do you know what I mean? I am confident in my ability. Like, I don't want to slag off the media channels too much, but I think I'm as good as some of the rappers that they've got on there. But I don't know if it's my accent or what, but I'm just getting pushed back.
I mean, I can see where you're going with that, because the accent, it is... You're not holding anything back, you're just saying, here I am, this is the accent I speak in, and this is what I speak about, and listen, you know. That's...
Take me or leave me, do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, I ain't gonna rap or fabricate. Basically, I'm not gonna rap in another accent. I'm not gonna rap about things that I don't do, just to get further in the game. It's impossible. I would never do that. Anyone who does that's embarrassing. You've just got to be yourself. And if no one accepts you, then fuck them, basically. That's my attitude. Because a lot of people come to me like, oh, you are good, but it's your accent. Like, can't you rap this way? Or no, I'm not rapping. No, what do you mean it's my accent? Whole people coming up to me and saying you're good, but your accent's a bit weird. Why is it weird? You listen, you hear people speaking the same accent every day.
Have you always had such confidence as an artist like that,
No.
or back in the day when people were trying to influence you and give you constructive criticism, did you used to kind of take that on board and beat yourself up with that?
I was
sort of
awful back in the day as a rapper. I'm not saying I'm amazing now, but I'm alright.
You think you've kind of found that
I was
the formula
awful.
that
Yeah,
works
I was
for you?
awful back in the day. I was awful.
In what respect? In terms of kind of
Just delivery of my bars, my actual bars. I was awful. Confident, you're right, I wasn't confident. I'd only really do it if I had a drink. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was. And I still get nervous now. Like, yeah, I'm quite confident, but before like Umber Street, yes, I was shitting myself. Shitting myself.
Do you have like, I was watching something about Russell Brand quite a while back, and he has his own sort of like meditation technique before he goes on stage. Do you have like a certain set of rituals before you go on to help calm your nerves?
Probably just the sound of the cross and just, that's it. Probably just the sound of the cross. Like, I want to start getting into meditating now. It's funny you said that actually, because I saw an interview with Russell Simmons. He's like the founder of Def Jam, like hip hop mogul, basically, like one of the pioneers of hip hop. And he was saying like about meditation, saying how much it works. So I wouldn't mind getting into that actually. It's funny you said that.
Yeah, well, we live in a society where people depend on drugs and alcohol to have a good time. But I think art, if it's used respectfully, is one of the best drugs you can get.
Definitely. There's no better drug than being on that stage.
So can you perform as an artist now without, not to say you're an alcoholic or anything like that?
I don't drink.
Do you not drink?
Never ask Bud Sugar, Street Parade. Anyone who's ever been on a bill with me, they find it mad that I don't drink before I go on stage. Never drink. I'm scared to. I'm scared because I think if I ever drink, I might forget my lyrics. And they're always saying, just have one. I might have one, and I won't even finish the beer. It'll be like half.
And with your job as a sports tutor,
yeah.
I mean, how often are you a full-time sports tutor?
Yeah, basically, yeah, full-time sports tutor, yeah, man. I'm even doing like, basically, I do 3 days teaching the kids, because basically my job is I'm not just a sports tutor. Basically, like every kid that I teach, they've all been expelled from school.
All right.
So I teach sport to kids who've been expelled from school, and on a Monday I teach music to kids who've been expelled from school. So yeah, it's 4 days a week basically.
So your job must give you a hell of a lot of inspiration
But
for your music.
It does. I can't lie, the kids absolutely love it. The kids absolutely love it, man. They're like some of them are my biggest fans. I can't even lie. It's good, man. It's a rewarding job, especially because I come from like a similar sort of background to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's real rewarding. I love it, to be fair, I can't lie.
So where can I come and see you do your thing next? Have you got
Trinity Fest.
Trinity Fest.
On the Sunday in Garbo's, I think that's the old Mint. I'm doing that with my guitarist, Andy from Street Parade, so it should be a good show.